Hey everybody, hope all is well. Welcome back to the ShabinLife. I had a surprise today. Some family came up to see me. Hey, they're like, don't put me on camera. But you know, what's most important while they're here is that I put them to work. So we're gonna upgrade the solar a little bit and we're gonna throw in 2 more 100-watt panels. So it should be pretty fast, and I thought I would just throw the camera on real quick so we show you what we're doing. But basically, I'm running on the generator right now because the batteries are really low. Haven't had sun in the past couple days, and with the refrigerator running and some of the other things charging, the batteries are getting down. So hopefully the extra 200 watts will help keep the solar kind of doing its thing, or keep the batteries charged. Right now, you can see I have the battery tender, just running off the generator. Basically, the generator is backfeeding the Shabin, and then I'm just using the battery tender to charge the batteries down there. But what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to shut the panels off up on the roof. That way I can disconnect the 2-way splitter, so I can add the 4-way splitter that will take the 2 additional panels. So I know I've showed you guys this a couple times in the past, but basically what we're going to do right now is the busman disconnect, or the busman fuse up here, controls the solar panel. So you're going to see we're going to probably lose the panels on the charge controller once I do this. Okay, so the panel stayed, but you can see that there's no basically connectivity between the panel to the battery. So now they're disconnected. We're gonna go up and get the 2 that are up there disconnected, like I said, from the splitter, and then we'll get the new splitter installed and get everything rocking. Should only take a minute. Oh yeah, and my wife came up too. She wants to be here all the time. She knows it.
I do.
And we had pizza. What a treat. All right, so I'm gonna run up real quick and try and mount the 2 panels. I already put the Z brackets on the Renogy panels, which Renogy, start putting those clips in with the actual panel, would you? It's a pain in the butt to spend 11 or whatever dollars to add clips that you need on every panel anyway. All right, I'm gonna jump up there. I'll set the camera up if I can, but like I said, we're gonna disconnect the splitter, mount the panels, and then we'll go from there. All right, Pop. Nah, I'm okay. Thank you. So hopefully you guys can see me, and I apologize that the generator's running in the background. And I'll bring the camera down after I mount it, but I'm just going to do the same thing I did with the other panel. And I am going to leave some space between both panels. That way I can get the snow out if it gets in there. Plus, I don't have any troubles getting to these screws if I need to take the actual panel back out or the bracket off. But I'll grab the camera when I'm done and just show you. I even only threw 1 screw in each bracket last time. We're talking about like a nothing roof, and the panel hasn't gone anywhere. So I'm going to do the same thing this time around. Throw a little bit of silicone around the top of each bracket, and then once I'm good, I'll get everything tied in.
You connect the wiring in series?
Yep. So, I mean, not how I have it now, but in that bag turns this setup from a 2-way into a 4-way. So I'm going to take the dual splitter off and put the 4-way splitter on to tie all 4 panels in. All right, so we got the 1 panel mounted in place. I'll show you guys that once I move the camera. And I made sure to unclip the wires from underneath the panel and get them ready for when we disconnect the other ones. Well, my father-in-law is going to hand me up the other panel. We'll get it mounted on the other side of the roof, and then we'll start tying everything in. And even though the reason why I have 2 on one side of the roof and 2 on the other is I'm east and west. You know, it would have been great to have all 4 panels just face south, but the gable's facing a different way, so I get a little bit of the morning, I get a lot of bit of the afternoon, and it seems to work out all right. All right. All right, so we got our 2 4-way splitters. One's positive, one's negative, but these are the 2 4-way splitters, so you're gonna have your positive and your negative coming in, and then these are gonna do the branch outs for all 4 panels. So we're gonna get the main cables coming in, taken apart. I'm gonna take the the duplex connectors off. We're gonna change it out with the 4-way, and we should be good to go to tie everything back in. So that's the two 4-way branch connectors hooked up. You've got your 4 positives and you have your 4 negatives. So I'm probably just gonna grab a tie wrap, try and make it look a little bit pretty. That way when it snows, everything's not sitting in the snow, but otherwise we should be good to go to turn the solar back on. All right, so the panels are all hooked up. Let's jump into shabbing. See if we can fire that bad boy up. Let me see if I can grab a flashlight so we can see a little bit better. Let's take a look. All right, so yeah. All right, so you can kind of see a little bit. If you can see those arrows at the top above the 12.7 with the battery and the panel, see how the arrows aren't moving? It basically just is showing you that, you know, the panels aren't producing any energy that's feeding the battery. So once I flip that switch up over there, that's for the solar panels that's on the busman breaker, we should start in a second to see some arrows moving. So let's give it a shot. If I did it wrong, it'll just blow up. So let's see. And there you see the arrows kind of showing that the panels are producing. And that's to indicate that everything got hooked up okay. So what I'll probably wind up doing is when the sun comes out will be the first time I can really tell based on the amp draw, you know, the amps that they're bringing in. I can really tell how the two panels are doing. But for right now, it looks like it's doing its thing. And like I said, we also have the battery tender on the batteries right now. But for the most part, we're looking all right up here. So let's hope that the 2 extra panels, you know, provide that little bit extra needed to just keep us going through the wintertime while we finish up the house build. Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to the ShabinLife. Well, I've done this intro and this video every day for, I don't know, 10 days. I haven't put up a video. As a matter of fact, I should start them all off with me walking out of the shed going, hey, good morning. Hey, how you doing? Hey, welcome back to the ShabinLife. And then I do this walk. And I make it up to the house. And I go into the house and I tell you guys all this crazy awesome stuff. And then I attempt to video stuff throughout the day and it doesn't happen. Or I catch all the stuff I don't want to and don't catch any of the stuff that I do. Because you run out of storage or you run out of battery. But here we go, right? It's sunny, it's beautiful. Next week is going to take a turn. I think we're going to drop 10, 15 degrees easy both day and night. I thought I would try and just pull this together and do something for you guys. I know that I haven't shown me sheetrock at all. The sheetrock is done. Not only is it done, It's buttoned up to a T. I mean, every corner mold, everything, windows are wrapped. I did all kinds of videos on it. I don't think I'm even going to edit it and put anything together because it's just not worthwhile. There are a million videos out there for people to watch on how to sheetrock, corner bead, all that. As a matter of fact, even I watched a couple because while I was corner beading, I wanted to know something specific. I YouTubed it and 19 videos came up, so you definitely don't need me to show you how to do any of that stuff. But I figured if nothing else, I'll take you guys inside and just kind of show you the rock on the walls. If I have some sort of like a before walkthrough so you can see the framed walls and then the sheetrock after, feel free. Or I'll put that up there. I don't know. Sorry, it's a long day already and it's only 12. And my next venture is to get on Godzilla and finish the logs. All right, so I'm gonna try and keep it short and sweet. We're gonna go in the house, check out the sheetrock, and that'll be the end of the video. You guys will have been caught up to where I am right now, but it also took me about 5 hours or 6 hours to clean after this was all done. But I'm not gonna go nuts. Sheetrock is sheetrock. But everything came out well, everything landed well. I know I haven't really showed you guys much electric because I was trying to do the electric as one whole video. Once the other accessory building's done, we'll see how that works out. But tankless water heater's ready. Obviously some of this stuff will get pulled out when we go to tape and mud, but we are ready. People are gonna ask why I don't have a ceiling on. Because I'm not sheetrocking the ceiling. And typically I would have put a board up to start, but I don't need to. Just sheetrock. Still have to cut out some hi-hats. This room turned out really nice. I'll just walk over. We wrapped the windows, so no, there won't be any trim or molding around those like will be around the windows and doors down here, but they turned out really nice. This is it. Still a few things to kind of get buttoned up, you know, but for the most part, I'd say we're ready to rock, but we are done rocking. And I'll tell you what, it took a few hours to bring all the resituate all the tools a second time all out here. Get all I took probably about, I don't know, 50, 60 cutoffs of sheetrock and OSB and all kinds of plywood upstairs because I have no place else to put it right now. So I basically made trips up and down that ladder into the attic. So that's the rock, guys. Done. Ready for tape and mud. Ready for me to move on to the next phase. If I have anything else exciting to put in this video, I will, but I just want to get something done, put it up. I can't upload here, so I have to drive a while to a place where I get some Wi-Fi, and last time I was there, it took about 3.5 hours to upload. So I'm going to try and time it right so that I can get to these places at a reasonable time, so I'm not there all night long. But yeah, if there's anything else cool, I'll put it in the video. If not, I will catch you guys on the next video. I assume that we're going to move on to the tape and mud, but my hope is that while we start getting some things ready for winter, like getting some of that wood chopped up and split, which should have been done already, you know, the big push is to start this other building. So in the meantime, you know, we're going to talk about the ceilings and the floors as well as tile, and then we'll be working on that accessory building. But thanks for checking back. Thanks again to all the new subscribers. Thanks to all the subscribers that have been around since the beginning. I appreciate it. There was only a few hundred for the last 2 or 3 years. So it's nice to see the channel grow, and hopefully we get to a point where we can do some fun stuff. Until then, stick around, stay tuned, and we'll rock and roll. Enjoy the day. Peace. But let's go in. I'll show you the sheetrock real quick. I'm gonna try and make it just a sweet video, or a short, sweet. I'm gonna walk back now and do it all over again. All right, but I'm gonna try and just make it a short and sweet video. We'll go inside, check out the rock, see what's going on. I'm locked out. My own house.